main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss. He stands 167.6 centimeters tall and weighs already 65.7 kilograms. Representing Team Fight Fortress and fighting out of Islamabad, Pakistan. Give it up for Zia, the Mashwani warrior, Mashwani. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man, the mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 2 wins and no losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall and weighs already 66 kilograms. Representing Platinum Fighter and fighting out of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Give it up for Abdullah the Ripper Al Qahtani. Your referee is Lee Doyle.
Quick shout out to our hospitality partner, Staybridge Suites. Again, big thanks to our hospitality partners, Staybridge Suites.
I had a great night's sleep last night. Speaking of being put to sleep, let's get stuck into this action where somebody best bring a pillow because I have a feeling someone's going to sleep.
Co-main is on, Phil. Shots fired already.
Oh, beautiful hook off the center line from Zia Mashwani. And again!
Oh, no feeling out. Nothing but bad feelings right here.
The Ripper versus the Warrior. Already a little bit of swelling creeping up on the face of the Ripper.
Ripper stalking.
That's a huge leg kick.
Ripper doesn't care. Ripper wants to land.
Mashwani Warrior has the back. Oh,
Victory
the Ripper!
roll!
The Ripper rolls for the knee.
Oh, no!
Can he get it?
Unbelievable!
This would be huge. What a scramble.
Transition now. Knee bar denied.
Beautiful
One of the coolest
work.
submission attempts I've ever seen in the Brave cage.
Beautiful scramble work from Mashwani there. Was aware of the danger, knew he had to get out of it straight away. Didn't want to get stuck in a situation where both these guys are dry, lending itself to the submission. Wonderful MMA intellect.
Referee wants a little more action. I have an idea he's gonna get it.
Serious pace being set here by these two gentlemen.
A little bit of a stalemate on the ground right now. It looks like both fighters may be content to hold on, wait for a stand-up.
Mashwani just trying to slide that knee through, maybe going to take the mount. Needs to get a little bit higher, but that overhook from Al Qahtani's keeping him at bay for now. Switches to side control. I don't think he has enough space to go knee on belly and transition the mount. The cage may just be impeding his movement. Al Qahtani scrambles. But Mashwani says no chance.
Very nice work from bottom. We've got a closed guard now. Guard not that efficient when you're jammed up against the cage, but a lot better than being mounted. Looking for the armbar
attempt. Mashwani needs to square off those hips. He hasn't got the hips square. The armbar's still on.
The Ripper looking for it. Mashwani out. Back and top side control.
Mashwani just using brute strength to shut down that submission attempt from Al Qahtani. Has a little bit more space to work here. May go for the knee on belly, sliding through, cutting through into mount. Al Qahtani tried to do the right onto a hip.
They're back up to standing.
Mashwani in on a single. May look to run the pipe on it, but uses it to switch to the double and just suck the legs out from underneath the Ripper.
Beautiful chain wrestling from Mashwani Warrior. He's now got his head positioned perfectly to keep his opponent down. Punches, elbows, Should be expected at any moment. There they come. Little bit of a giraffe fight now. Little bit of head control dominance.
Mashwani so far in the ascendancy with the dominant top control. Trying to isolate an arm, perhaps gift wrap Al Qahtani.
Ripper part way back to his feet.
And for a man that usually competes at bantamweight, Zia Mashwani looks very much at home here in the featherweight division.
I'm always happy, Phil, when I see fighters move up. Weight cutting the fight before the fight, it's not good for you.
Needs to be wary of being swept here. You can see Al Qahtani trying to pop his hips out.
Ripper's dangerous hips.
Needs to be wary of that triangle.
Pass slip.
Scramble from Al Qahtani.
Mashwani Warrior managing to maintain top control, despite very game attempts by the Ripper to get back in his feet.
Potential for a guillotine choke here should Mashwani dig in with his left arm, try to connect the hands, but he seems to be happy just to solidify a position and punch Al Qahtani repeatedly in the head.
I think we may have the beginning of no!
Again, lets it go, just lands huge bombs.
Whoa, round ends, Phil. It's beautiful to see a fighter who doesn't focus too much on any single aspect of mixed martial arts, but rather is happy to transition smoothly between them. Absolutely fantastic round for Mashwani Warrior.
More so used the threat of the guillotine to open up the strikes for himself. Very interesting approach from the Mashwani Warrior.
And Phil, let's watch a little more of it in the Green Hill replay.
Here we see the opening stanzas where it just was a firefight. Both men unloading, unclipping on each other, making sure the safety's knocked off. Beautiful slip and a rip right into the single leg. It was all about that relentless pressure, that top game from Mashwani. We're seeing the real evolution of his game. Formerly, could be called a little bit just a one-dimensional striker, but now he's showing just how dominant his top game is. There's that submission attempt you were talking about, that beautiful victory roll, and resulting in an outstanding scramble.
Phil, I gotta say, I love it that fights don't start from the knees. It's gonna start standing, and I stand and bang for a bit.
I think Mashwani might attempt the same kind of a ploy, beat Al Qahtani into a firefight on the hands, let him plant his feet, and then shoot in underneath for the takedown.
Ripper didn't win the first round, but he's coming out angry, he's coming out hungry.
Ripper looking
There
chipper. Oh, big shot by the Ripper. Ripper looking chipper in the second round here. Oh, gets caught coming in.
Ripper showing some nasty counter fighting. Phil, the Ripper's actually trying to goad his opponent into attacking with the hands so he can answer with his hands of his own.
Yeah, he's got that counter striking lockdown right now. You can see why he's amassed a 6-3 Muay Thai record.
He's saying, hit me, hit me.
Chopping inside leg kick. Mashwani seems a little bit more respectful now of the counter striking of Al Qahtani. Doesn't want to dive in and get clipped by the Ripper. Double leg attempt, a beautiful sprawl that time by Al
Huge
Qahtani.
moment.
Swelling on the legs of both men.
Mashwani Warrior clearly much more comfortable on the ground, but was denied the opportunity.
Oh! Crushing head kick.
The Ripper waves his finger, not today.
Ripper has to be careful not to dipper his head into that.
or he'll get clipped.
Could pop off at any minute here. Front kick caught by Mashwani, but retrieved by Al Qahtani.
Mashwani Warrior playing a smart game. If he lets his hands go, he's gonna get hit back, as you saw right there. The Ripper is a devastating counterpuncher. Game plan for the Ripper, very clear. Try and get the opponent to punch with him, counter in devastating fashion. He's not gonna counter the kicks, he's gonna counter the punches.
He needs to be careful about leading in with such reckless abandon, because that will result in a takedown from Mashwani. We know how good his positional control is. Al Qahtani does not want to get stuck underneath him.
I was very impressed, Phil, though, by the last sprawl.
Oh,
that
very
we saw.
clean.
It was very clean.
Nice leaping straight from Mashwani, but didn't seem to faze Al Qahtani one little bit. Again, a good sprawl, but Mashwani does well to work his opponent to the cage, using it as an added incentive to grab that takedown. Al Qahtani landing strikes from inside the clinch, but Mashwani trying to hook a leg and score the takedown. A little under 90 seconds to go in the second round here. Trip takedown.
Denied very adroitly by the Ripper, Abdullah Al Qahtani. Al Qahtani now widening up that base a little bit, making it harder to take him down, but it also makes it harder to reverse. Oh!
Very nearly a reversal. Good use of the
Not
wizard.
today, he says.
Mashwani uses a wizard to stay on his feet. This is an exhilarating round. We may be seeing a slight pendulum shift in favor of Al Qahtani in the fight. In this second round, 2 of 3, nearly in the books. Oh, he caught it clean!
him.
He caught him clean, but Mashwani can take a hit. Head kick just shaken off by Al Qahtani. And again from Al Qahtani. Mashwani looking a little bit like a deer in the headlights. End of the round might just save him here. That's it. End of the second round.
Absolutely fantastic fight, Phil. Do you call it 1 round each?
Oh, for me, it's 1 round apiece. And as I said in the closing stanzas, the ebb and the flow, the pendulum seems to be swinging in favor of the Riyadh native, the Saudi native.
Green Hill replay now, Phil.
There we see both men just swinging wild at one another. It's really all about the counter-striking and clean shots of Al Qahtani against the raw power and athleticism of Zia Mashwani. Beautiful hook there, and evasive movement from Al Qahtani, who seems to be leading the dance now going into this third round. And as far as I'm concerned, all to play for in the third and final round. Who wants it more in the co-main event of Brave Combat Federation 33, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Head kick more with the laces than it was the shin, but getting closer for Mashwani.
All right, Phil, you can never leave in the hands of the judges, of course, but I do believe in the judges' eyes. It's at 1 apiece. Winner of this round wins this fight.
For all the marbles, here we go, our co-main event. Abdullah the Ripper Al Qahtani taking on Zia Mashwani, Warrior Mashwani.
Oh!
Nice counter straight, predicated off the head kick. Mashwani swinging wild. May feel like he has to do something definitive to swing this bout in his favor.
The Ripper is now comfortable with his strategy. Stand just outside of range, force his opponent to step in to strike, and then counter in devastating fashion. It worked the last round. He believes it's going to work this round. If he can stay on his feet, I think he's right.
Should Mashwani choose to go for the takedown, he really needs to set those up. He needs to take the focus and attention away from the takedown. Use those hands. Bring the attention upstairs, shoot downstairs. Mashwani trying to initiate the clinch, but shrugged off by the Ripper.
The Ripper is not countering the low kicks, he's countering the punches. Mashwani Warrior knows it.
Both men landing big shots.
Oh!
Almost as if Al Qahtani's waiting for that kicking attempt, whether it be high or low from Mashwani, and then trying to find the straight. Nice head movement by Al Qahtani. Little bit of a slipper from the Ripper.
I'd like to see the Ripper be just a little more active, Phil.
There we go again with that beautiful counter straight.
With those counters working so well, Phil, I'd like to see him followed up just a little bit more. This may or may not be winning the round for him. He needs to add just more to seal it.
It's very close with regards to shot landed, but for me, Al Qahtani's taking the center of the Brave Arena. He's dictating very much where this fight is taking place. He's occupying the center. He's forcing Zia Mashwani to move where he wants him, right in line for those counter strikes. Beautiful shot from Qahtani, but reply from Zia Mashwani, lands a beautiful hook of his own. Two minutes left to go in our third and final round of an intriguing featherweight matchup here at Brave Combat Federation 33. Very much hanging in the balance. Head kick partially blocked. Solid kick to the body, but Al Qahtani shakes his finger. That's universal sign language for yes, that did hurt a little bit.
There's a 1-2 there.
Oh, he's wobbled a little bit. He's on a shaky leg.
He's moving around.
He's on shaky legs.
Around. He's finding his legs again. Takes 5 to 10 seconds. Little touch of respect.
That might have been the most telling shot to land in the third round. Mashwani really should be pouncing right now before he gives Abdullah Al Qahtani enough time to collect all his faculties.
Very, very good strategy by Abdullah the Ripper to try and move around, shake his head out. Takes 5 to 10 seconds to clear the head. He bought that time.
Al Qahtani ever so slightly dropping his right hand. There's scope there for an overhand. Should Mashwani fake the takedown to come over the top? 20 seconds to go. Who wants it more? One big strike could change the complexity of this fight completely. 10 seconds to go. Who wants it more?
Telling him no. You got seconds. Got to hit him. Seal it.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Round is over. Respect is shown. Phil, I have no idea who won that fight.
I go 1 round, Mashwani. 2nd round, Al Qahtani. 3rd round, absolutely anyone's guess.
Absolutely no idea whatsoever, my friend. Now it's in the hands of the judges.
Both men can stake a claim to winning that 3rd and final round, but let's take a look at the replay, brought to you by the best sports apparel company, Green Hill. See both men landing, swinging wild trying to do something definitive in the third and final round. As we say, it was Al Qahtani, the Ripper, very much leading, taking the center of the Brave Arena. Was landing some beautiful counter strikes, but the most telling strike of the bout seemed to be landed by Mashwani, or was it more a roll of the ankle by Al Qahtani? We need to see that again in the replay, but what I initially thought was wobbly legs predicated off a strike might actually been a roll of the ankle from Abdullah the Ripper Al Qahtani. Both these men incredibly patriotic, incredibly proud men, both holding their respective nations' flags aloft. The pride of Pakistan versus the pride of Saudi Arabia. Scores currently being tabulated. This is one of the most tense moments in all of professional mixed martial arts, when you're standing in the Brave Arena patiently waiting. Seconds ticking away will feel like minutes to these men. Carlos Kramer has just made his way into the Brave Arena, which means one thing, that a decision has been rendered. Ladies and gentlemen, for the co-main event of the evening, let's throw it up to Carlos Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both of these warriors an incredible round of applause. What a great fight. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 29-28, Abdullah Al Qahtani. Your next judge scores about 29-28, Zia Mashwani. And your third judge scores about 29-28 for your winner by split decision from Saudi Arabia, Abdullah the